How we doing, everybody? It's your boy Valhalla Sports, and we're back. I know it's been a little bit. I know I said I was going to do the my reaction to the entire draft. It completely slipped my mind. I apologize, but I'm back, and in honor of WWE SmackDown coming to my town. Well, not my direct town, but a town close to me. Tomorrow night, I'm going to be there. In honor of that, I decided, I was sitting here thinking to myself, and I was talking to some friends and my parents and stuff, and and you know what, I decided I'm going to make a video. In this video, I'm going to be talking about WWE. Roman Reigns, specifically. So, if you follow WWE, you know that Roman Reigns is the biggest thing in wrestling right now. He's the biggest thing in WWE, and he's arguably the biggest thing in wrestling. He's a major draw with the crowd. He's a major pop with the crowd. He is now on 618 days as Universal Champion. And it's also been over... Jesus, I want to say... hold on. It's been over 800-something days since he's last been pinned. So, he is the biggest thing in wrestling, like I said. Now, I know a lot of people, you know, whether you watch WWE full-time or you watch another promotion on top of it, whatever. But I know a lot of people are very upset with the fact that Roman Reigns is still Universal Champion and that the Bloodline storyline is still going on. Me personally, I love it. I love the role Reigns is playing. I love the whole Bloodline thing. I love the whole head of the table. He's the biggest thing in wrestling. He's pretty much untouchable at this point. But I understand where a lot of people are coming from with why they hate him. You know, they feel the storyline has become stale. They feel that people that should be getting opportunities aren't getting those opportunities because of him being champion. I understand that. But the biggest thing a lot of people fail to realize is that WWE knows what they're doing. They know what they're talking about. A lot of people fail to realize there is a lot of stuff that ties in to what makes Vince McMahon and WWE want to do the stuff that they do. There is a reason that Roman Reigns has been Universal Champion for so long. There is a reason that Roman Reigns dethroned Brock Lesnar at WrestleMania. There is a reason that the Tribal Chief head of the table storyline is still going on. It's because Roman Reigns is such a draw with the crowd. His music hits, the crowd explodes. The crowd goes absolutely insane. He is a massive merch seller. I have one of his Bloodline shirts myself. He is a massive ticket. He puts asses in seats. And a lot of people fail to realize that. Until Roman Reigns stops putting asses in seats. Until Roman Reigns stops having so many merch sales. Until Roman Reigns stops being such a pop with the overall crowd at shows, whether it be televised or not, he's not going to be dethroned, and he's not going to stop with that storyline. Now, granted, there was a thing recently that Roman Reigns said he may not be back in cities anymore, or he may not be back in cities ever again because he's supposed to be leaving soon for Hollywood. And if he's not leaving for Hollywood, he's leaving because of something else or whatever. But he's supposed to be leaving soon. So granted, there is that. But currently, right now, Roman Reigns is practically untouchable. You know, a lot of people wanted him to beat Brock. A lot of people wanted Brock Lesnar to be the one to dethrone him at WrestleMania. That didn't happen. Why? Because Roman Reigns was a bigger overall draw than Cowboy Brock. Vince McMahon and WWE's upper management looked at the analytics and they saw that despite how big of a draw Brock Lesnar was, Roman Reigns was still a bigger draw. He still put more asses in seats. He still sold more merch. He still had the overall bigger pop. And that's why Roman Reigns beat Brock Lesnar. My thing is, another thing I want to point out is, right, there's not many people in wrestling as a whole that are on Roman Reigns' level right now. There is probably nobody that's on Roman Reigns' level right now, as a matter of fact. Not only that, but there's not many male superstars in WWE that are worthy of dethroning Roman Reigns. There's not many people in WWE that put nearly as many asses in seats as Roman Reigns does. The only three I could think of offhand: Cody Rhodes, Seth Rollins, and Drew McIntyre. Those three are really the only three I can think of that put anywhere close to the amount of asses in seats that Roman Reigns does. Those three are the only three I can think of that remotely sell anywhere close to the merch sales that Roman Reigns does. Those three are the only three I can think of that have anywhere near remotely of a pop that Roman Reigns has with the crowd. And that's why Roman Reigns is still so successful. That's why he is still Universal Champion. That's why he is now the WWE Undisputed Universal WWE Champion. Because that's why he is now the Undisputed Universal WWE Champion. Because he's the most over guy in wrestling. He has the most merch sales. People buy tickets just to come to the shows and see him. Even if they don't want to see him as like a way of they like him, they buy a ticket just to go to the show, just to see him live. Just to hope he's going to get his ass kicked. He's going to lose. This is going to be the time that he loses. Why did people think WrestleMania Night 2 was so successful? On top of the other good matches that were on the card, the biggest draw was Roman Reigns versus Brock Lesnar. Because a lot of people bought tickets because they like Brock Lesnar. A lot of people bought tickets because they like Roman Reigns. But there was that group of people that bought tickets for WrestleMania Night 2 because they were hoping that would be the night that Roman Reigns finally lost. It didn't happen. Until people give up on wanting Roman Reigns to lose, and until people stop being interested in where Roman Reigns goes next with this storyline, he's not going to lose the titles. And the Bloodline storyline's not going to end. Now, granted, I do think he is going to lose the WWE title soon. I do think he's going to lose it to somebody. Who? I have no idea. Could be Cody Rhodes. Could be Cody Rhodes. Could be Seth Rollins. Could be Drew McIntyre. I don't know. I don't know who could possibly dethrone Roman for that title, but I do think he's going to lose that title. I don't think he's going to lose the Universal title just yet, but I think he's going to lose the WWE title because from what I've been reading, and I read the accurate stuff, I don't read none of this dirt sheet shit from any of these dirt sheet, wrestling fucking companies or these dirt sheet wrestling stations that sit there and feed you a bunch of bullshit and lies just to try to, twist your head and persuade you to believe certain things. I read the accurate stuff, right? From what I've been reading, Cody Rhodes is going to be WWE Champion. But they don't know if they want him to beat Roman Reigns or if they want him to beat somebody else. They don't know if they want the feud with Seth Rollins and Cody Rhodes to end where Cody beats Seth for the WWE title and Seth dethrones Roman to get that title, or if they want, say, Randy Orton, because they've also been talking about breaking up RK Bro, which I would really hate, by the way, because Randy Orton's having fun, Riddle's having fun, the fans are having fun, the storyline is great, the tag team is phenomenal. But there's been talks that they break them up. If they break them up, there's been talks that it has to be for the WWE title. I do not think they would involve Roman Reigns with that storyline. For the sole reason is if Randy Orton, for the sole reason of because the storyline between Orton and Riddle for the WWE title is Orton wins the title and then Riddle beats him for it, and as a way to help Riddle get more over with the crowd, and as a way for Riddle to take that next step in his career by beating his former tag team partner and a well-seasoned vet in Randy Orton. Right? So I don't know where that storyline's going to go. But all I know is right now, Roman Reigns is the biggest thing in wrestling. He's practically untouchable. And until ticket sales drop, merch sales drop, and people stop being interested in the storyline, and until he's not such a big pop with the crowd, Roman Reigns isn't going anywhere, and Roman Reigns isn't losing either of those titles. Especially not the Universal. But that's all I got for you guys. I may do another video later tonight or tomorrow relating to the NFL schedule release, because the NFL schedule release is tonight at 8 o'clock. I can't watch it, unfortunately, because I don't have cable, but unfortunately I can't watch it because I don't have cable, but so that's why I may do a video tomorrow instead, and I may record a video tomorrow instead, since the schedules will be all out, and I'll be able to do do my predictions and stuff right from the get-up. Instead of, I gotta sit here and wait for the next team and all that shit, like we did with the draft. But I don't know yet. I haven't figured out what I'm doing yet. But anyway, stay tuned for that, whether it be tonight or tomorrow. Peace and love. I love y'all. I'm out of here. Peace!